Welcome to my 18-hole baseball-themed mini golf course that I built in my backyard. Basically, hole number 1 starts on the second floor, and it's called strike down the middle when the ball comes in and hopefully goes down the gutter, down the downspout, and then shoots across. And not quite a hole-in-one. But then we come down to the next bunch of holes. And the next hole is called "You Can Put It on the Board." Yes, because if you get it in the hole on the upper level, starting from this mat and sending it across to this hole, hopefully it goes down and shoots into that hole there. That's hole number 2. And hole number 3 is called the Roger Bossart Pail Hose hole, because I have a pail hose, which is also a term for the White Sox, and we got Roger Bossart, the sod father, with the pail hose. So we shoot up the ramp and hit it off underneath the swing, hit it off, bounce off a couple here, and put it in the hole. This next one is flowers goes down swinging, because we have flowers and a swing that we have to go underneath as a bit of an obstacle, and it goes down that ramp. So you start from the tee box under the swinging bridge, or porch swing I should say, down to the same hole that we played at before. The 4th hole starts from this mat, goes up the ramp to that hole that we were at before. Didn't go in, of course, but you get it in that hole, and then we move to hole number 5, which starts from here in a similar situation where you have to get it in the upper hole and hopefully not go down the steps, because that makes for a much more awkward shot to what's called the Jersey hit by pitch hole. And I'm hoping it did make it all the way to the hole. Then hole number 7, I must have skipped a number somehow, starts from here, and you need to put the out at second base, which is right here on my little extra mini baseball diamond. So when you get it in there, you put your ball on pitcher's mound, and you have to shoot along the outfield wall here, and if you overshoot the hole, it's going to go down and drop through that hole to the lower hole, which if you get it directly in there, it's the same as going in this hole. Or if it bounces it down the steps to the hole in the distance on the fly, it's the same thing as going here. Otherwise, it's a 1-stroke penalty. And then you come back here. This is for hole number 9, I believe it is, called down the dugout steps, and it bounces down here, and hopefully you can get into this hole. Then we move over here to Cooper's visit to the mound, where you start at this tee box and go to pitcher's mound, and maybe the pitcher will help you by letting it drop into that hole, or maybe not. The next hole moves to home plate here, and right now I don't have the electric ball return in the pops out of the glove hole, but if I did, you put the ball in there and it'll pop out, and wherever it ends up, go to the next hole, which is the Haley Reinhart National Anthem hole, that if you get it in this hole in 1, you push button number 1 and she plays one thing. If you get it in 2, you push button 2 and she plays something else, and then 3 and 4, and that's kind of the size of that hole. And then we move to probably the most difficult hole. It doesn't look like it, but it starts from this elevated tee, and there's a slight slope across here, and you want to try and get it in the center hole without going through the little curvy holes and shoot your back in. But people seem to have the most trouble with this hole. Then as we move to the bullpen, which is actually up that ramp, this is my call to the pen. Hello, I want the lefty. So you put your ball on the tee pad and you shoot up the ramp, and oh, popped out of the hole. Oh well, I'll get a 2, I guess. And then we go for ducks on the pond, which starts here and goes up a slight bit of a ramp here, and if you hit it off the brick that's supporting the original Comiskey Park, old Comiskey Park brick, it should bounce off of there and go right in the hole without going into the ducks on the pond. Got a little pond there with ducks overlooking it, and we got somebody moved the second base duck, but anyway, that's the hole there. And then I think we're up to hole number 16, which starts from here, and there's a slight slope, and it's a little harder than it looks because you got to shoot it along this edge. A lot of times it'll hit off of this post, but you want to make it hit the bat, and that's essentially the same thing as going in the hole. So then we go back up the steps for hole number 17, which is the same tee pad we used for number 7, but this time you need to make the out at the plate, which is where Mini Minoso is ready to swing, and you put it in this hole, and that's number 17. And number 18, the last hole on the course, starts from here, and it's called Doubleheader Sweep, because you kind of have to take advantage of a little bit of a slope here, and if you get it directly in the hole, you take 3 strokes off your score. If it bounces off of this broom, which is for the sweep, and it's got a double header, I got little Juan Pierre's head that fell off during a storm, and I got Carlos Gomez trying to make the out at the wall, and that would be a walk-off homer if you get it right in the hole there. So anyway, and all the rest of this can be played while watching the game on my Jumbotron, which is a TV, or at night when the LED lights all light up, or the other lights on the course. So basically, and you can watch the game from inside my home plate club. I've got 5 seats inside of there, and you sit on the nice comfy chairs and you enjoy the view across the infield at US Cellular Field and watch. Oh look, you can see the reflection in my TV screen in the distance. So thank you for watching. Maybe you'll come and play sometime. Bye bye.